Welcome back to Marketing ADD. I am Dylan Mislewick, owner and operator of Artistic Development and Design, and today I wanted to cover with you one of my favorite books from one of my favorite people. That would be Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. Now, the reason why this book is so phenomenal, even though, to be honest, a lot of the information in here is slowly becoming outdated, is that it really lays the groundwork for what we see a lot of successful businesses that are, coming out of nowhere are utilizing, like the tactics. And so the concept of jab, 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 right hook is the concept of give value, give value, give value, and then ask. So typically when it comes to marketing, there's two different camps. There's the people that do nothing but ask all the time, and you know who they are. They're annoying. They're the ones that give marketers a bad name and advertising companies a bad name because all they do is they continually try to go buy my stuff, buy my stuff. The issue with that is sometimes people just don't want your stuff. They don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you, right? So the idea is to obviously overcome those hurdles. So what you should do is provide the jabs. You want to be giving value so that they see that you are somebody that they can trust. Not only that, if you're giving value with no stipulations to it, then they'll learn to like you. And by putting your value out there constantly, obviously they will have to eventually know you. So, that's in reverse order of how they get introduced to you. But the point is that by doing it in that fashion, you can cover all three of the main hurdles in order to acquire a sale. So the second camp of people are the people that do nothing but jab. These are people that are usually small-time business owners that see the purpose in providing value, and they hate the other marketers, and all they want to do is just give to their community. The issue with that is that if you never ask, you'll never get. And so if you're just constantly giving of yourself and you're never going, hey, I've been providing a lot of value, here's something I'm offering in case you're interested. So something that Gary V does that I like very much is he does nothing but to give value all day long. And then, maybe once a week, once a month, he'll say, by the way, I sell wine. If you happen to drink wine and you want to have a really good deal on it, I'm the guy to see, hit me up. So he's not giving with the expectation that anyone he's giving to will actually buy his stuff. But by being somebody who provides so much value, when you finally do decide that he happens to have the thing that you want, then you're more likely to go to him than the alternative. The other part of this book that was extremely valuable, and the reason why it's definitely one of my favorite marketing books, is that it goes through each of the main social media platforms. When this came out, Vine was still a thing, so you can see that on the bottom of this, or for the audio listeners, you just have to trust me or pick up the book. So what he does is as he goes through each of these social platforms, he discusses what a lot of marketers miss. Even the big time marketing agencies and advertising companies, they often miss this key detail. And what that is when they put content out there, even if they're providing value over just asking, typically they don't match the medium to the media to the medium, meaning that the content that they're putting out there doesn't quite blend well with the platform that they're intending to target. So, for example, if you tried to put up a ton of videos when Instagram first released it, it might not have been the best tactic since most people were kind of just scrolling and tapping, right? Now it's actually quite effective. A lot of people watch video on Instagram. And that's why, like I was saying, some of the things on here might be outdated, although I don't recall if he mentioned specifically Instagram and video. But for example, Facebook, you don't want to have just blogs written on there because very often it's the photo that grabs them. It's not that you can't write an article with a photo, but if there's no visual detail like a photo or a video, it's very unlikely you're going to get someone to stop their scroll while they're running through hundreds or thousands of other people's content. When it comes to LinkedIn, for example, that's a huge one. A lot of people are just promoting their stuff on there, unaware that most people that are even opening LinkedIn are opening it for business purposes. So if that's the case, then you should be providing something of value to the business community. So an example he often gives, and I very much like this example, if you're a fitness center, a gym, and you're trying to target people that, say you're trying to target a corporation or just the average working man, woman, and what you want to do is if you're going to go on LinkedIn, maybe you go, hey, here's a 5-minute workout you can do, or a 5-second stretch or 5-minute stretch, whatever workout you could do at the airport while traveling between your various tasks in your job, right? So here's a stretch you could do at your office chair, right? Those are things that would provide value in the community in which you're entering, right? Instagram, those are great for photos. So now there happens to be a lot of Instagram posts that have a lot of text in the photos. But before that was not really the case. People were looking for really amazing imagery. And so that's what you wanted to provide. You wanted to provide something that was aesthetically pleasing, right? With Twitter. So when Twitter first came out, you might have been able to get heard, but now it's so impossible to be heard out there because of how many voices there are that unless you already have a following, you can't really just create a following by posting your own content. So instead, one of the best ways to utilize Twitter is to jump into other people's conversations. So one of the things that he did, I think this was back in like 2011, was that he was jumping into conversations about wine, helping his dad's wine and liquor business. So what he would do is intercept conversations that are talking about this and go, hey, by the way, here's something of value. Right? He wouldn't just be like, by the way, we sell wine, because nobody wants to hear that. But he might go, oh, you're talking about a Cabernet, maybe you should try this, right? And that would be providing value. So, like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite marketing books. Even if some of the information is outdated, the concepts and principles in this book are highly valuable. So I do recommend picking this one up. Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. And, let's learn how to tell your story in a noisy social world. And thanks for stopping by.